Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm the Snow Spy. I'm going to be talking to Kees from Verdant, who is their jungler. I know, right? Shocker for everyone. No one expected him to finally swap. But how are you doing today, bud? How you feeling?
Thank you. Doing pretty good, to be honest.
Let's just
Exactly.
let's just jump straight into it, I guess. I mean, first thing I kind of want to ask you is, what attracted you to playing on Verdant?
I think the people, like the players that are there, I think they're all like I would like to play with them. The they're all really good personality in the way it meshes.
Hmm.
So I feel like it's just gonna be a good time playing with them.
Yeah, I mean that's the important part. Like, if you're not having a good time, what's the point of even playing?
Yeah, exactly.
But in terms of that, then, so you want to join Verdant for the people. What are your goals as a team altogether? What are you aiming to do?
I think like with the goals we have on Verdant, I think anything below being top one in division in the NLC second division we would consider a failure.
Mm, wow.
So I would say we shoot pretty high
And
for this split.
are you feeling confident about that? Like, are you so you have high hopes for being first position, but are you like, we're gonna get there? Like, are you super confident in this roster?
Yeah, I'm actually really confident that we're gonna get it.
Nice. I love to hear it. And so that's what kind of you guys as a team are looking for. What about you as an individual? What are you looking to get from this split?
uh, I think showing myself,
Mm.
be a jungler is the first one. I think, of course, some people they don't know how I am at jungle. They can have their doubts. They all have feelings about how I might perform. So I think it's of course good to have like one steady performance for the split to show that I am that insane jungler that I at least see myself in or as.
So obviously, to anyone that's watching, is Keys used to be a top laner and then decided that he was tired of his junglers inting him, so he was going to go into his top laner instead and roll sort to jungle. Just break that down for me a little bit, the thought process of that. Like, how come you came to that decision and what made you want to go for jungle?
I think as a top laner, I was always pretty, how would you say it? I would communicate always a lot in terms of
Mm.
macro, in terms of team movement and what we should do and stuff. And as a top laner, of course, when you're on the other side of the map, split pushing, then it's really hard to for that synergy in communications to exist. But as a jungler, where you're kind of leading the team, it's a lot easier to do to that position.
But did you just see Whippo doing it and you were like, wait, we're allowed to do that? We can leave the island? So your way to an escape. I mean, yeah, I really rate that. The fact that you see yourself as that shot caller. So is that kind of, when we talk about the team, how's it been playing with them? Have you seen yourself become that kind of shot caller that you thought you might be as a jungler? Or are there any kind of play styles that are developing at the moment as of the tryouts? I know you haven't played many scrims, but from the tryout period, what are you noticing about you playing as a team?
What am I noticing from team play?
Got to think about this one.
Yeah, that is true. Obviously can't review too much, right?
Mm.
To the competition.
Well, in terms of that, then let's highlight a little bit more about how's it been working alongside the org. How's the org been in terms of managing everything for you? Has it been a super easy process getting you on board, or how's it been going altogether?
Yeah, I think it was relatively smooth sailing, to be honest. I think like the orcs also told me like we can take it a little slow if you need like some time on this role swap. But I think I already feel really confident in like my position, what the jungler needs to do, and the communication around it.
Mm.
And I think I have pretty easy time like being the main shot caller for the team as well in that
And
regard.
what was the turnaround for that? So was it, have you always played top lane and jungle as kind of a secondary role, or was it like a transitional period, like, okay, I'm gonna spend a month just playing jungle and figure out how to play this role?
No, I mean, it's not even necessarily for top lane and jungle. I tend to play like a lot of roles, just
Mm.
whatever I feel like a lot of times. jungle has been like a main secondary or like a good secondary role, something that I was always like secondary good at. And then the past splits, this split and the past split before I was looking into role swapping, and then this split, I finally decided on it.
Yeah, fair enough. I rate it. So we've spoke about the league stuff, we spoke about the jungle stuff. Let's go back to the life stuff. So you as a person, talk to me about what you do outside the league. This can be what games you play, what you like to do. Do you go to uni? What do you do outside of League of Legends?
Pretty standard to be honest. I go to uni, I hang out with my friends, chill a bit. I go to the gym a tiny little bit right now. Starting to
Oh
get
yeah.
into that as well.
Is
Yeah.
any other games you like to play other than League, or are you just a hardcore grinder?
No, I'm addicted to League.
You're addicted. That's the game. Do you play any other MOBAs, or have you tried anything else?
I tried like Dota and stuff, but to be honest, I feel like when you are really starting to play a lot of League, it kind of sucks away the fun from other games.
Uh,
In
yeah.
a way, I don't really get as much enjoyment out of other games as I do from League.
Fair enough. I mean, as long as you're still enjoying it, I, I could never play that much League and enjoy it. I'm like a two games and done. I'm a casual A rammer over here. But in terms of League, then as a career, so obviously you're playing in a pro league at the moment. What are you? What are your aspirations in terms of your career within League of Legends? What do you want to do with that?
Mm, I think especially with the jungle swap, I think for
Mm,
me it's a bit of a fresh start in the
mm,
sense of how high my ceiling can be. So I really want to focus on what I have right now and just try to be the best and then see how high I can go as well in my career playing jungle.
awesome. I love that. So we spoke about what you're going to do moving forward in your career. Let's look a little bit back. So I want you to just tell me a specific moment that stands out for you from your league career. It can be a single play that you had, it can be a series, it can be a whole split, but something that you really that's ingrained in there is something you'll never forget.
Oh, actually, I think uh, the best of five. It was Bifrost versus Galaxy Racer, and I was playing Gnar, and I was just popping off left and right,
Mm.
hitting like crazy, doing crazy 1v3s, having a five-man ult in there. And I think that also was one of my best performances.
That's it. That's the Gnar
Ult.
peak. I mean, you love
Yeah.
it. The Gnar. I look whenever you speak to top laners, they're always like, "All right, what's your favorite thing?" Hitting that five-man Gnar ult. It's so satisfying. But so I think we've got to that point. I gave you a bit of time to prepare beforehand. Now I need your answer. If you could build a super team out of all the players that you've played with, past and present, who would it be?
Okay, so for top laner, it's Valkyrie, our
Oh,
current top laner right now. Then jungle, you have me. Mid laner, Hall Never Lucky. ADC is Golden God, and support is Anthrax.
amazing. And is there any specific reasoning for those players? Are they people that you meshed with well, or are they just absolute beasts at the game?
I think I just picked out the players that stood out for me the most in knowledge, mechanics, just in quality.
Amazing. Cool. And so, so that's the super team. Verdant, get on it now. Get that super team in. Kees is going to fund it. He's going to get everything. He's going to sort it out, and you're going to be winning NLC Div One next split. But as we kind of wrap up this interview, I just want to give you a little bit of a chance. Is there anyone that you want to shout out in terms of who's helped you get through your league career? Any terms in terms of real life stuff? Just any kind of shout outs that you want to give now? It's a perfect chance for you to just go for it.
Any shoutouts? Ooh, I didn't. You didn't prep me for that one.
Oh no, I didn't.
Uh,
Well, what?
I think just the people who supported me. I can like
Hmm.
I have a few in mind. Like people I don't directly know, but sometimes I always see those of the names come back in like Twitch chats or something. Who are like supporting me, and I think that's really cool to see.
Oh, it's awesome. It's nice that you've got a following as well that's kind of like supporting you throughout all these teams. And I'll give you one last question before you do head off, just because I find it quite interesting. Is if you were to relate yourself to any pro player, who would that be? If someone was to say, "This is Keys. He plays like Faker," or "He's the whoever of jungle," who would that be? Who would you think people would relate you with?
Relate me with.
Or how would you describe your play style in terms of a pro player?
I try to get a lot of intel from Canyon, watching his reviews, watching his scrims pro views, or scrims, sorry, just his games, and
Mm.
try to put that into my own playstyle. I think the way he plays the tempo game is really insane, and he plays how he plays on camps.
So the Dutch Canyon is going to be what your nickname's going to be. Are we
Exactly.
confirming it here? Is that going to be it?
you, you can confirm it there.
Confirm it. We're locking it in. The Dutch Canyon. Get it going. Get it trending on Twitter. But I think that's all we have time for, Keys. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to chat to us. It's been absolutely wonderful to chat with you. And everyone watching, thank you so much for being here and letting Keys share a little bit of his life with you. We'll see you next time with the next interview. I've been the Snow Spy. That's been Keys over there. And it's been lovely to meet you.